Hello, my name is Marcelo Vignali, and I have got a fantastic idea for you. I know that some of you would like to collect original artwork, but then you start thinking like, well, how am I going to get my hands on original artwork? It costs way too much. Sometimes you see just loose sketches by some professional artists or famous artists sometimes can run $1,500 to $15,000. And you think, there's no way that I can have anything like that, let alone a painting or something. But here's a way that you can go ahead and collect original artwork. And you collect it from your friends. That's right. You collect and trade artwork in the same way that you would in a postcard correspondence. And this is called the postcard game. And in the postcard game, it looks a bit like this. I keep a big wooden box. And in this wooden box, I have all my supplies. I have all my papers and everything like that. And I have this, just to give you an example. I'll go ahead and I'll cut some boards, and the boards will look something very similar to this. This one has already been prepped. I've prepped it with a little bit of shellac, and then I'll go ahead and paint over the top of that. And I'll paint, or I'll draw, or I'll paint, or I'll do something just to have a little bit of fun and experiment. This is a particular postcard that is yet to go out. It was with a lion. This one here is sort of a whimsical look at the Civil War and Civil War and cats. I don't know why. I just put the idea together. And other ones with silly, simple drawings, watercolors. Other ones are very similar to the stuff I do in my sketch club, which is I have drawn out individual characters that I see around the streets. And I think, oh, that's a really funny thing. I draw it on a loose card because I know that I can mail it. Or sometimes there are individual ideas that I have that it just popped into my head and I put something together. Anyway, and it all starts with these loose bits of cardboard. Now what you do is you send the work out. Now you think, in your mind you're thinking like, well, I don't have any fancy artist friends, or they're not famous. Well, think about this. When Toulouse-Lautrec was doing most of his artwork, he did most of his artwork on something like this, just regular cardboard. And the artwork today is inside the d'Orsay Museum, and it's disintegrating. So they have it in low light just to protect it. But at one point, it didn't have value, and today it has an extreme value. Vincent van Gogh was unable to sell but one painting in his entire life. And today, his paintings are worth so much, and people really appreciate them. Appreciate the age that you live in. Appreciate the talent that surrounds you. Build a correspondence. Be positive about this experience and send your artwork out. When you're sending your artwork out, the artwork is going to start coming back to you. And that's the fun part. It's sort of like Russian roulette in a way, because sometimes you do a really nice piece, you put a stamp on it, you mail it out, and guess what happens? It never arrives at its destination. Somewhere along the way it gets purloined. So it's kind of like Russian roulette, where you're putting the postcards in the mailbox and you're not sure they're going to get to their destination. But in this case here, these are examples of all the cards that I have. Now look at this. This is a fantastic book, big, thick book that's filled with all my postcards from friends that send me send postcards back to me. This one here is by Hank Mayo when he was working on the movie Tarzan. This one here is an Alex Nino original. This is a dear friend, Joy Kalitsky. She did so well with making these individual postcards that she started her own postcard company. Now when I get postcards, I get a print. And it all started from these originals. I'm so grateful that I have these. And this here, look at this amazing drawing by Paul Felix. And he did this drawing when he went to Africa for the Walt Disney Studio when he was going to be working on the movie Tarzan. This is beautiful gorilla, and sent it to me. And the best thing about this, you see, I put these tabs on it. These are old photo tabs. These are old photo albums. And you put these tabs that they used to put photographs inside. And I put them on because I can simply pull these off, pull these out like this, and I can take a look at the back, and we'll see if we can get that just right. And you can see it's got the stamps from Africa, and that's the best part. So when you look here, you see the stamps are marked Kenya, and he gives me a quick little a quick little story. I'll just read it really quickly. We've returned from our first day gorilla trekking in the Vindu impenetrable forest. And old Silverback was leading his group just south of a small banana crop, way up the mountain. We spent an hour with them staring in amazement. Paul Felix, his absolutely beautiful postcard. You see, so you collect the artwork and you put it in your booklets, and you have a tremendous collection that you can keep for years to come and enjoy very much the same way that you'd be looking at a photo album. Just go through, pull them out, read the backs, and remember how you felt about the sensation, the exhilaration that you had when the artwork started coming back to you. This is called the Postcard Game, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.